In HTML, lists are useful when we want to present related items in a clear and organized way. For example, we can use a list for a shopping list, a set of instructions, a course outline, or a group of related links. HTML provides three main types of lists: unordered lists, ordered lists, and description lists. Let us begin with an unordered list. An unordered list is used when the order of the items is not important. For example, let us create a list of web technologies. First, we write UL element, start and end tags. UL stands for unordered list. Each item inside the list is created using an LI element. LI stands for list item. Let us create three list items in the unordered list. List item HTML, list item CSS, and another list item JavaScript. Save the file and refresh the browser. By default, the browser displays a bullet before each item. Also, you can add as many number of items in the list as required. Just make sure that you place LI elements inside the UL element. Now let us look at an ordered list. An ordered list is used when the order of the items is important. For example, let us create a short set of steps for opening an HTML page. We write OL element start and end tags. The OL element creates an ordered list. OL stands for ordered list. Just like an unordered list, each item is created using an LI element. Let us write three items in this ordered list. Save the file and refresh the browser. This time, the browser displays a number before each item. The first item is numbered 1, the second item is numbered 2, and the third item is numbered 3. So, the main difference is straightforward. An unordered list uses bullets. An ordered list uses numbers. What if we want the ordered list numbers start at another number, say 5? We can use the start attribute to specify a different starting number. Let us add the start attribute to the opening OL tag. Write start followed by an equal sign and then write 5 inside double quotation marks. The start attribute changes the number used for the first list item. In this example, the ordered list begins with the number 5, meaning the first item in this ordered list starts with 5. The following items are numbered 6 and 7. This is the first attribute we are using in this course, so let us understand what an attribute is. An attribute provides additional information about an HTML element. Like in this example, we are giving information about the starting number for the ordered list element. The attribute is written inside the opening tag of the element. An attribute usually contains two parts: the attribute name and the attribute value. The attribute name is followed by an equal sign. The value is then written inside quotation marks. The general structure looks like this. In this example, start is the attribute name. 5 is the attribute value. We can also change the numbering style using the type attribute. Let us first use uppercase letters. Write type equals capital A inside double quotation marks. The type A displays the list items using uppercase letters. So the items are labeled A, B, and C. We can also display in lowercase letters. Set the type attribute to lowercase a. Now the items are labeled A, B, and C. We can also display uppercase Roman numerals. Write type equals capital I. The items are displayed as Roman numerals 1, 2, and 3. To display lowercase Roman numerals, update type equals lowercase I. The items are now displayed using lowercase Roman numerals. If we do not specify type attribute, then the browser uses regular numbers by default. Lists can also contain other lists. This is called a nested list. Let us say we want to show two web development categories, front-end and back-end. First, let us represent them as items in an unordered list. Unordered list, first item is front-end. and the second item is backend. Inside each category, we want to display related technologies. After the front-end content, inside that list item, we write another unordered list to specify the front-end technologies. Let us add the items HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Similarly for the backend, we write an unordered list with Python and Java as items. Here, the main unordered list contains two items, front-end and back-end. Each of these list items contains another unordered list. The inner lists are nested inside the outer list items. The browser indents the nested lists, making the structure easy to understand. We can also place an ordered list inside an unordered list, or an unordered list inside an ordered list. Whatever you want. The type of list depends on whether the order of the inner items matters. Now let us look at the third type of list, a description list. A description list is useful when we want to display a term followed by its description. For example, let us define HTML and CSS. The DL element creates the description list. DL stands for description list. The DT element contains the term. DT stands for description term. Let us write the term HTML. The DD element contains the description. DD stands for description details. Let us add the description. Similarly, write description term and details for CSS. Refresh the web page. In this example, HTML is the first term, followed by its description. CSS is the second term, followed by its description. Description lists are useful for glossaries, definitions, names and values, and question and answer style content. That is how you create lists in HTML. That would be all for the lists in this course. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more HTML tutorials.